Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, December 6, 2021. And we begin with a 10-year-old painter from San Diego, California, stealing the spotlight at Miami's annual Art Week. Andres Valencia's collection of 17 abstract portraits sold within hours at the VIP opening night. At least one went to Modern Family actress and A-lister Sofia Vergara. The paintings range from $5,000 to $20,000, but Andre's art representative said the young artist doesn't understand what all the fuss is about. His passion kicked in shortly after he saw the film about painter Jean-Michel Basquiat and told his dad, "I can do that." The fourth grader works on instinct. He doesn't sketch first, he dives right into whatever he's painting. And music seems to help his process. He listens to the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, and Jimi Hendrix while he works. According to an industry expert, it's the art world's responsibility to find the next great artist, and we've done that with Andres. He's gone global in 36 hours. A war hero and political giant has passed away. And while you might not know his name, your parents and grandparents sure do. Bob Dole was a 3-time presidential candidate, a U.S. Senator for 27 years, and a lifelong major force in the Republican Party. But for all his political accomplishments, he wanted to be remembered as a veteran who served his country during World War II, particularly as a soldier who lost the use of his right arm on the battlefield in Italy. Senator Dole died yesterday at the age of 98. An asteroid bigger than Paris's Eiffel Tower is getting NASA's attention this week. Space rock 4660 is due to skim past Earth on Saturday at a speed of 14,000 miles per hour. 4660 has raised eyebrows before. In fact, it comes by so frequently that space experts in the U.S. and Japan once considered teaming up to punch it off course. But they've since determined that it'll stay a safe 2.4 million miles away, meaning we Earthlings have nothing to worry about. Other rocks are another story, and NASA is getting ready. The agency launched a spacecraft last month that, come fall, will test the theory that it can smash a vending machine-sized object into a stadium-sized asteroid to change its course if and when needed. Fans of Home Alone, now's your chance. Airbnb is renting out the Chicago area house made famous in the movie for one night only on December 12th, and for the bargain basement price of $25. It looks much like it did in the 1990 film, complete with lawn jockey, twinkling lights, and a perfectly decorated tree. Actor Devin Rattray, who played Kevin's older brother Buzz, will welcome the overnight guests, and the home will be stocked with 90s-style junk food, pizza, mac and cheese, and a real-life tarantula. A screening of the newest Home Alone film, Home Sweet Home Alone, will cap off the night. Interested, ya filthy animals? Bookings open tomorrow. In other KidNuz notes, Hawaii now has more snow than Denver, Colorado, or Boston, Massachusetts. Over the weekend, a wet and windy storm was forecast to dump between 8 and 12 inches on the highest peaks of the Big Island. This kind of weather isn't as unusual as it sounds. The tropical state actually records snow just about every year. The Thanksgiving story of an Arizona grandma accidentally inviting a stranger to dinner with a misfired text will soon be up on the silver screen. Jamal Hinton responded to the 2016 message with, "I'm not your grandson, but can I still get a plate?" According to Variety, Netflix is now turning that viral moment and subsequent 6-year tradition into a full-length feature. And file this under epic fail. A Maryland homeowner who tried to smoke out an infestation of snakes ended up burning his 10,000-square-foot home to the ground. The man used coals to make the smoke, but those coals were apparently placed too close to flammable materials. Damages were north of $1 million. Status of the snakes, unknown. That's it for KidNuz. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. How old is the art world's newest celebrity? San Diego's Andres Valencia is 10. What's the name of the war hero and longtime U.S. Senator who just passed away? Bob Dole. NASA is keeping tabs on a passing asteroid that is bigger than what famous monument? The Eiffel Tower. The house used in what holiday movie is up for grabs on Airbnb this week? Home Alone. In our Kid News Kicker, we all know people who get a head start on Christmas decor, but one grandfather in Suffolk, Virginia pulls out the lights on September 1st. If he didn't, he'd never get his 1.5 million bulbs up before Thanksgiving. The extravagant show started a few years ago when Kevin Mitchell's granddaughter Samaria asked him to hang 100. He did, and then decided to outdo himself with each passing year. The impressive display attracts several hundred people a night and will stay up through New Year's Day. Last year, people even drove out of state to see it. It's always free, but this year, Mr. Mitchell is asking for donations to the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter, where Samaria spent 3 weeks after she was born. Before we go, it's time to shout out our teachers and their classrooms, starting with Mrs. Doyle at Custer School District in Custer, South Dakota, Ms. Brush at Penny Road Elementary in Cary, North Carolina, to California from Mrs. Angle at Perez SEC in Los Angeles, and Mrs. Pacheco at Richmond Street in El Segundo. And hello to Mrs. Wyand and her students at Heritage in Medina, Ohio. Thanks for listening. Please consider everyone's favorite podcast when you're making your end-of-year donations. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.